Hey guys, it's Christina, and no joke, this is probably the millionth time I've filmed this video, because every time I filmed it and I go back to rewatch it, there's always something I don't like about it. And I feel like it's a lot easier for me to edit that kind of thing out when I'm editing on my computer. However, somehow I managed to mess up Adobe Premiere on my computer. And actually, when I was going on Facebook and asking people like for advice about that kind of thing, they said, well, you know, the problem could be anything, so your best bet would be to convert the movie files to MP4 files every time before you go to import them into Premiere Pro. And, you know, obviously I don't want that extra step every single time. So yeah, the last video y'all saw from me was filmed and edited on my phone on iMovie. I'll admit it could have stood to be a little bit shorter, but anyway, I'm not here to talk about my editing skills. Not here to talk about Adobe Premiere Pro. I had asked y'all probably a month or two ago what kind of video y'all wanted to see from me, and y'all said a movie review. So I thought I'd come on here and talk about the latest movie that I've felt a very strong urge to review, and that is this new movie, The Fanatic. So this movie stars John Travolta. He plays our main character, Moose, who, as the title suggests, is a fanatic of this actor, Hunter Dunbar. And honestly, I had watched this entire movie not sure who had played Hunter Dunbar. Like, my closest guess would have been Gerard Butler. And I ended up going on IMDb afterward and looking it up, and it turned out it was Devon Sawa. I've probably only seen him in like 2 movies, you know, from when he was a kid. You know, throughout this movie, you know, I mean, even like from Moose's first interaction with Hunter Dunbar, you know, it doesn't go well. Moose doesn't know to really look for the red flags in Hunter's personality, you know, in the way he's treating Moose, that kind of thing. And so, you know, Moose oversteps his boundaries and ends up, you know, several times actually approaching Hunter when he's at home, you know, on his personal time, spending time with his son, you know, whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the ending of this movie, but I will say that it definitely ended a way that I wouldn't have predicted. But I really thought it was really good. You know, the interesting thing about both of these characters is that there's not one that's it's not like there's one character that's the villain and the other character that's, you know, the hero of the movie. You know, you can tell that they both have their flaws. What I found relatable about Moose was, you know, just the whole fan thing. Like, you know, it really reminded me of like back when I was a teenager, and, you know, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know that it was normal for teenagers to like learn skills and try to figure out who they were as people, you know, because like I was a very overprotected kid. So like, you know, I was so used to like you know, supporting other people's careers, going to see their movies, watching their TV shows, listening to their music. And so, you know, like I went to a lot of concerts when I was a teenager, and so I would give, you know, the celebrities my, you know, my contact information on an index card or whatever. And then, you know, like a month, 2 months, you know, 3 months later, I'd be checking my email and I'd be thinking to myself, you know, well, why haven't these people emailed me? You know, like, don't they know who I am? Don't they know they're supposed to drop everything and talk to me? You know, and it took me like several years to get out of that and start developing my own interests. You know, but I found that aspect of it really relatable. You know, obviously the whole thing that Hunter Dunbar is going through, you know, I mean, he's an actor, and he, you know, he loves his fans, and he loves making people happy and making movies and stuff, but, you know, he's entitled to a private life just like anybody else. Yeah, the one thing that I wish would have been made a bit more clear in this movie, though, was I didn't know what Moose did for a living. I couldn't really tell. Like, my best guess would be, like, maybe he was, like, a crossing guard or some type of street performer or something. Like, I know there was 2 other guys who were kind of bullies toward him, unfortunately. So yeah, I wish that would have been made a bit more clear. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and link the Amazon Prime link to the movie down below. That's where I watched it anyway. I know it's streaming elsewhere. I'm sure it's streaming on iTunes and Google Play and stuff like that. Oh, and the one thing I wanted to mention, I am also going to go ahead and link a John Travolta interview down below. Because there was something that I had kind of suspected at the beginning of this movie when I started watching, you know, how Moose was acting and stuff like that. And actually in this interview, John Travolta does mention that Moose is on the spectrum. I'm guessing he means on the autism spectrum. So, you know, it's something that I'm glad I picked up on fairly quickly in the movie because, you know, obviously, you know, I wouldn't want to be laughing at something that's not supposed to be laughed at. So yeah, not trying to end this review on like a serious note or anything. I do recommend that y'all watch the movie. I do think it's a great movie. I mean, even though it's John Travolta, I was still able to suspend my disbelief and, you know, believe him as this character. And, yeah, I hope y'all have a good, I don't know why I guess because I'm tired. I'm like, I hope y'all have a good Christmas and New Year and that sort of thing. If I don't talk to y'all before then, hopefully I will. I'm hoping I'm going to do like maybe like a year-end favorites or something like that. So yeah, go ahead and give this video a like, you know, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you feel inclined, subscribe if you aren't already. I did actually notice 2 new subscribers to my channel, so thank y'all, I appreciate it. I know I don't post on here too often, but yeah, I'm glad y'all are here checking out the videos, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.